Hello and welcome back to the Monster Hunter Generations demo, where today we're going to be using the other two styles of lance. So let's get to that. With Ariel coming up first. Interested to see how this will change. I'm actually really wondering what they'll give it in the air to make it more potent than on the ground. Maybe it'll be like the final hit of the new final hit of the 3-hit combo for Guild, just in the air. That would be neat. But let's go ahead and test this thing on the ground here first. So, poke, poke, poke. Okay, we've still got that final hit on the ground. Still got that. Still got that. Still got this. Still got that. Oh, no, you don't. There we go. Yo, Gargwa. Okay, fine. Looks like we've got the Gunlance style of aerial vault when the weapon is unsheathed, which makes sense. The lance and the gunlance do tend to move similarly. Looks like Narga just left. Going to 5. All right. And we'll use Narga to figure out what exactly we gain in the air. And as far as I can tell, we didn't lose anything on the ground. But I didn't check. Okay, we can still do the upward pokes as well. So, I'm not certain. Because as far as I can tell right now, well, I guess we gave up the ability to do triple back hops. But that's not a huge deal. Looks like we do, in fact, get multiple hits. Let's try and actually get some hits. Yeah, that's definitely the final hit of the ground combo. So why did they let us keep that on the ground? Like, this seems like they just took away our ability to back hop, and in exchange gave us the ability to vault onto monsters and do our strongest ground-based attack from our regular combo. Just at a whim. Like, they just took away back hops and one hunter art. Like, I'm willing to call that A-okay. Like, maybe I'm missing something, but I can't tell. Wait. Okay, yeah, that's still got the 3 hits to it. Yeah, I can't see any reason to ever use Guild over this. Like, what did we lose? Oh, we lost the shield advance, maybe? Is that a thing Lance had? If it is, we lost it, but... oh well? Ow. Thanks, Cat. Like, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. I never actually used the shield advance, if it even exists. Partially because I don't know how to use it if it even exists. I'm guessing it's like hold forward and hit X while guarding. But that does nothing in this. Meanwhile, we get that. And yeah, I'm willing to advance using this instead of the shield advance. I feel like this is better for mobility. Plus, if you really want to use shield advancing, just bring your shield assault. That's a shield advance. See? I advanced with my shield. And I was just checking to see if anything happened if you pressed A while in the air, and nope, nothing does. So we only get a downward poke. Which is fine against most monsters. Against taller monsters, it might actually not be ideal. Ooh, close. Oh, fine. Well, my cat just helped me put my weapon away faster, though I'm sure that was not their intent. Okay, so I think it's time to start using our tricks on this Narga. That was a miss by a mile. That barely hit. It was a little reckless. Alrighty. Like, yeah, on the ground we're basically the same as before, just without a mobility option. And in exchange we got a mobility option. And so much more. Ow. And now that it's mad... Yo, Arthur, get over here. Really? Okay, let's angle this way. Okay. A little tough to poke at the face while it's in this trap, but we're managing. Ow. Yeah, Nargacuga tends to win the jumping contests. Definitely feeling the stamina drain that tends to come bundled with aerial. Wow. Just completely missed the face with the shield there. I mean, I wasn't gonna get a KO in the first place, but like if there was a hammer user here, I totally could have stolen a KO. Upset them, make myself feel good in the process. Like, what's not to like? Okay. We need to sharpen. Now's a good time. Bye, Narga. I never really take the opportunity to look around as often as I should. Sometimes you can see neat things. Hello, Narga. Alright, I want want to get another mount here. It's just a matter of time. And actually hitting the mount zones, which is actually surprisingly difficult with a lance, considering that it's got such a narrow point of impact. Couple that with Narga's narrow mount zone, and you've got a rather difficult thing to aim. Now, I don't want to mount you when you're in here. Okay, this is better. Now that worked. Ow. Kinda wish you could recover from blocking a little faster. Though, you might... Well, you probably can with the guard up skills, or rather guard +1 and guard +2. Because that's kind of their whole deal. Ow. Well, that was a miss. One of these days I'll hit the mount zone again. Ooh, even our running jump gets the triple tap. Ow. All right, Narga, let's let me get a mount again, shall we? Ooh, broke your eye. So yeah, it's basically the face and the hind legs as the mount zones. And like sometimes the shoulders, but not always. Narga's picky. Ow. See, there I was actually kind of screwed over by the lack of back hops. Whoa there. I'm glad Narga always taunts after that little jump there. The pounce. There we are. Now, I don't think I'm actually doing so well time-wise, but Aerial Lance actually does feel pretty good. It's the fact that you can just jump into the triple tap, like... This is probably even better than just doing the standing combo. Eats stamina like nobody's business, though. Well, that didn't go as planned. So I'm guessing for Adept Lance, they probably let you follow up your Adept blocks with the triple tap. That's just my guess. Dang. Was kind of hoping for a flinch there. Kind of needed it. Narga, get out of the corner. So it's clear that each individual hit of the triple tap isn't great for mount damage. Otherwise, we'd only need to do it like twice to get a mount if each hit was, say, as good as a switch axe's. But I mean, it still feels good to use. And I'm sure it's stronger than any of the Lance's ground moves other than the triple tap and the counter. There we go. Okay, so we've just got one Lance style left to use. And we've got a silly crest on our head that I only just now noticed. Because I haven't been paying too much attention to my hunter's appearance, so much as I have what I can do. Which, incidentally, is how you should judge anyone for a job, but that's not exactly what we're doing in this series anyway. Okay, step 1. Do we have back hops? We do. Still can do 3 of them. Side hops. Can still do them. Can still jump. Poke, poke. Better poke. Okay. Couple other things to test. Such as... Okay, yeah. There is a shield advance. You can do that too. But you can't do it in aerial, so that's what you lose. Can still do this. Oh, we can't counter. Which I suppose makes sense, because that's kind of Adept's thing. We can still do that. So counter is what Adept Lance loses. But in exchange, I bet it can do some countering. Just with the regular block. And its sidesteps can probably also be used to do an Adept dodge. Gun Lances probably could too. Does Gun Lance get sidesteps? I wasn't even paying attention. I don't even remember anymore. Alright, Narga. Let's you and me have a little tussle. Okay, I don't believe that sidestep actually did get an adept anything, and Narga, you missed. I was too busy coming out of the stab animation for that bite. Come on, do something. Do something that'll actually hit me. Okay, it looks like a double swing. Well, that didn't go as well as hoped. Poke, poke. Poke, poke, poke. So I guess that hit was too heavy to get an adept block out. Wow. That really fills the art meter. Like, that must be a pretty high motion value, because that's what the art meter fillings are based on. Well. So let's see what kind of meter filling it does just from nothing. By itself. I pressed the wrong button. Okay, so it's like about half the meter by itself. And this is, of course, the smallest possible meter. But still. Oh, and you can combo it straight into your regular combo. So yeah, that has to be pretty strong, considering it fills the meter more than a full regular combo does. Like, I'm gonna get in here and just do it. Poke, 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 poke. Meanwhile, like, it fills the meter like 50% more than a full regular combo, which means it's got to be about that much more powerful. Right? Like, that has to be a really strong hit to fill the meter that much, unless it's just got, like, boosted meter filling. Which is possible, but I don't believe that's the case. Alright, Narga. Kinda wish you weren't tired, because when you're tired, you don't do as many attacks, and when you don't do as many attacks, I can't block them as well. Oh, wow. We just straight up don't get an adept dodge on regular dodges. I guess the adept lances are specifically for adept blocking. Whereas the adept charge blade can actually do both. Thanks, buddy. I'm coming for you. And I'm coming for you. Well, no, I'm not coming for you again. Now I am. Alright, once you're done roaring... Okay, you win. If I was facing the right way, I could have followed that up with something important, but... I was not, so I could not. Aww, too heavy of a hit. Yeah, it seems like adept lances are going to be very reliant on the guard plus skills in order to be able to function against certain monsters. Because otherwise you can't follow up against the heavier attacks, which are pretty much exactly the ones you would most want to follow up against. Because they're the ones that have the biggest wind-ups usually, and thus you're most able to plan for them. And since you're most able to plan for them, they're the easiest ones to actually get the adept block in on. So yeah, it seems it'll be pretty reliant on the guard pluses. Okay. We need to be sharper. I have all the styles, I feel like, for Lance Guild is probably the least interesting. Striker isn't bad by any stretch, but I don't know. Not having that third special hit definitely feels like it cheapens it. But then again, it also gets the arts. So yeah, at this point I'm probably going to say Adept and Aerial are both really good feeling. Adept especially if you've got the Guard Plus skills. But without skill investment, Aerial is pretty darn good. And I was stuck in an animation and could not block that. And yeah, I don't see any reason to use Guild or Striker when Aerial and Adept are so good for Lance. Again, was stuck in my recovery animation, could not block. I need to learn how long the recoveries are. I really do. Ow. I gotta say, Adept Lance really does satisfy the Lance's like design goal of being the immovable wall. And I died because I was sidetracked by a very loud plane and I was checking my audio levels just to see how loud it was. And it was quite loud. But don't you worry, it's been cut out. So you just have icy silence as I cart. Yeah, it turns out when you're looking at the levels of your audio instead of looking at the monster can kill you sometimes. So is it tired or is it just eating? It's just eating. But you know what? I don't care. I'm doing this anyway. I'm surprised I didn't get stopped. I guess I chose the perfect position to put down that trap. And we've broken the eye. I imagine this hunt won't be too much longer. Yeah, it definitely won't. Dang. But that's okay. And we haven't used any of our other tricks, so you know, we are more than able to get rid of this Narga pretty quick. Or at least pretty easily. Come on, land. There you go. Rar. Is that really how you feel? After all we've been through? Okay. Too far. Just right. Also, just right if it was an attack that we could actually do the thing on. So why is it that that attack doesn't knock us back and prevent us from doing the countering? I really wonder. Because the Narga's jump attack, the pounce, that prevents us from countering. And that seems, well, not just seems like, it is a much lighter attack. But maybe it's like the forward momentum, whereas that slam comes from above and doesn't really have a lot of lateral movement to it. But anyway, Yeah, I still believe there doesn't seem to be much reason to use Guild or Striker Lance, but Aerial and Adept are both very good. At least in my experience and my opinion. And that's it for this episode. Join us next time when we use the longsword. See you then, friends.